All right. So Andrew wanted to get all crazy, freaky, naughty.
And Stormy don't like talking politics.
Because all it does is lead to people freaking fighting with each other, hating each other. But all right, Andrew, go ahead. Tell them what you want the topic of this video to be.
We wanted to talk about metals, and what better topic than Trump versus metals?
All right. So, guys,
Trump versus metals.
this is what we're talking about. All right, so
But no, you do agree with me.
Trump
right?
versus metals.
It's been volatile since he's been in office.
Yes,
metals
it's
are
been
all over the
volatile.
place,
It's been hitting all-time highs, and then it
because
retracts.
It's sensitive to information
Right.
now, extremely sensitive. And like, man, this guy's doing stuff. I don't care what anyone says. And like the dollar's rallying, and like he's
A stronger
enforcing-
dollar, weaker metals for sure.
Yeah, and I said that in the beginning. I wanted him to be president, of course. I love Trump, big Trump supporter.
He's got Trump boxer shorts.
I wish. You know what? I seen a pair. I'm definitely buying the
What,
Trump.
the socks that has his hair on it?
No. I want the Trump sneakers. They've been on my list for weeks now. They're down to like $300. I'm definitely getting
This
a
is
pair.
your chance.
Yeah. I'm
Do they
definitely getting a pair.
make kids sizes?
But back to what I was saying.
We're the same size, so whatever. We're the same height.
But it's been very sensitive to information, and I tell you, the next big downtick in gold is going to be when they end the war in Ukraine, and that's coming.
Yeah.
'Cause I think I told you I built up this big position when they were going to start tariffing.
Yes, I remember
that Friday, and not big. I don't know, say
decent enough.
$100,000.
Yeah.
And I held it. I didn't put this, but I held selling on Friday, seeing what the tariffs would bring in, and then Sunday night I'm sitting there and I said, man, he can just call them off in one day, and
then he did.
all this anticipation, all this worry, and it did happen. I did end up selling that morning because I didn't want any
to really
take
hit,
any real chances, But yeah, it's sensitive to information right now, and I think that as he ends these wars and the dollar strengthens, I don't know. I just don't see it being good for metals.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
price wise.
Well, but you also have to look at it from there's two perspectives, and it depends where you are when it comes to stacking. Like, are you looking to be liquidating your metals? Because if so, you want the metal prices to be high. If you're somebody that's looking to accumulate more, you want the prices to completely, drop. And the majority of what I've seen, every time something like this comes up, like, oh, do you like what's happening with the price of metals, or do you wish things were cheaper? I would say 8 out of 10 people seem to always like when metals are cheaper so they can accumulate. There's more people, it seems like, accumulating metals than looking to sell off.
I'll tell you something else I have been seeing, which is really bullish on metals. They said that since he's been in office, I don't know if they can confirm this or not, but the U.S. has been buying serious gold. And
we would have to look at one of those charts that shows the position and how much they've bought each year or whatever.
I'm sure information's available.
Because didn't we do a video once talking about rankings?
Well, U.S. crushes everybody, But I don't know if he was as aggressive. I've been hearing stuff that he wants to back a portion of the dollar by gold, and saying that it's a real possibility. And if something like that occurred, forget about it, man. You'd see metals going the opposite direction, big time.
Opposite in which direction?
Up. You'd go, because gold usually rallies on chaos and turmoil, and when things are bad, that's where you want your money. When things are good, the price comes down a little bit. But it also, as an investment, you get a powerhouse like the United States wants to back a portion of the dollar by it, or make a significant investment in it. That's what I was reading about, that he wants the government assets to be
tied to have some sort of
absolutely.
And see,
something like that
that's
happens,
something I agree with.
It's going to explode.
I don't think Nixon should have ever taken us off of the gold standard.
Just admit it, bro. You'd vote for him for a third term. All right.
No, I will say there have been a few things I've already told you on the side that I actually agree with, and there was one other thing I was thinking about the other. His most recent.
Plastic straws?
Yeah,
Oh, there you
plastic
go.
straws. I agree with that. I was about to say the plastic
Yeah.
straws. And then there's something else too that, not the Gulf of America thing. I'm trying to think of, there was another thing that was coming up. I'm like, all right, I could get behind that. I said the crypto capital of the world, like him wanting to make, make
Yeah, he's big on
America.
crypto.
I agree with that standpoint.
Sure.
When it comes to, we're kind of getting off track here, but he fucking opened up the can of worms here. The illegal immigration issue, without a doubt, it's a major problem. I think it should be, in terms of like the deportations and what have you, I feel like, if anything, the baddest of the bad in terms of like the criminals, the murderers or the rapists or whoever, and if they're like in our prison systems, like just empty them out of the jails and send them back to the different countries that they were from. I don't think that they should be going. You've got the day laborers who are working landscaping jobs or farming jobs or whatever, and they're completely, contributing to society. They're buying things in the supermarkets. You're paying sales tax when you're buying stuff. Like, no, I don't think that those individuals should be targeted, rounded up, and kicked out. Obviously, if they're here illegally, that's an issue. But they should maybe do something with like fast tracking the people that are here, give them amnesty. They have to have like, I don't have the answers. I'm not in office. However, I think that, if you round up like the bad actors and get them out, yes, that I agree with. I think everybody would agree with that. That's like, if they're here illegally and they're hard criminals, get them out of here.
Anyway.
Anyhow, my point was, I was at least demonstrating here as a Democrat, I can at least admit to when I agree with certain policies that the Republicans have put forward. So, anyhow, that's that. But going back to metals, Trump versus metals, and I've done videos talking about, are Democrats better for metals or are Republicans better for metals? And there's no correlation. It comes down to, like you said, if there's chaos.
Biden was good for metals. He was like,
Go ahead, say
just,
whatever you want to
just
say.
A terrible decision maker, terrible leader.
But the point is, there's no correlation between one party being better or worse for metal prices than another.
We'll see.
It comes down to the administration's fiscal policy, and then, like you had said, it comes down to chaos and turmoil. If there's a pandemic, if there's wars, if there's some unforeseen issue that's happening. The mortgage crisis.
Nowadays.
Yeah,
it's like
it feels
something
like
new every day.
And it's almost like we're so used to it. It's like, oh yeah, whatever.
It's like a big deal.
Like I saw. Did you see the thing saying like there's like a 2% chance we're gonna get hit by that asteroid in 2032?
People ain't even losing sleep.
They're like, oh whatever. they're freaking reporting that there's aliens testifying in Congress and everything. There's aliens around, and we're like, drones over New Jersey, like,
too busy.
I guess so. Too busy on our social media and everything.
Scrolling
But
through TikTok.
Being that, let me ask this question because I'm sure some people want some sort of answer. You said Trump versus metals. It looks like we're starting to get on the road to some sort of end with the Russia and Ukraine war. That being said, metals are more than likely going to drop in price. Do you think people should either hold on and wait and then buy metals, or do you think they shouldn't? I always say they shouldn't time the market, but do you think they should just buy now if they are if they're able to?
I always say it always depends on how much you're looking to invest. If you're like buying 1 ounce of gold, like if it moves a couple $100.
By the way, I'm rude. You want to say?
Hell no. Man. I don't forget what we were even talking about.
You're saying
threw me off with that one.
You're saying if somebody's buying just an ounce of gold, who cares?
Yeah, I mean it depends on your budget, I guess. You're buying, like I said, if you're buying small amounts, you're just buying it. The price is irrelevant. You're just averaging out what you pay, over time. The price is irrelevant if you're just buying over time.
And I've said that so many times. People that try to time the markets, they more likely than not, they get burned. You can't really time
It's
the
funny.
markets.
People just randomly. I had a customer yesterday bought 15 ounces of gold. He wanted 5 ounces each for his grandkids, you know, and just randomly, I said, lock in right now. A price. I said, oh, it's trading at this. Yeah, I'll take it. You know, like it's weird. He's thinking long term anyway, but you know, yeah, you got to pick a time to get in, and
then that's
it's
it.
just like
And
buying
then
a
you deal
stock.
with it. Yes.
I can't believe how many people I have to explain that to. You know, we're like, it changes every, you know, the pricing changes like that. You know what I mean? And I say, listen.
What the hell?
You know, even like with the bid and the ask, you know, and I try to explain to them, and it's a conversation I always have to have with people. It's really no different than owning the stock.
I always get the bid and the ask all confused. Is the bid what the
Is what the
wholesalers are going to pay for from you, right?
Ask
And
is what
ask
they
is what
sell
they're
it.
asking for you. All right, so I guess I got it. It only took me like 6 years to figure that one out. I keep
You
forgetting.
should know on the button you click on.
Well, that I do, but I'm not at my computer, so I forgot.
But listen, Trump versus metals.
Yeah.
Right? And I'd love to hear the comments, because you know I'm a comment guy.
He reads the.
I do. I enjoy reading the comments.
He
man. There's
responds.
Some really good people. You have a really good audience. You know, and,
you guys are good people. I would agree.
I always appreciate their perspective and love to hear from them. You know.
Absolutely, and I read all the comments as well. I don't always respond. I'll thumbs up and I'll heart your comment. That's when you know that I've read them. But Andrew's a little bit better when it comes to. He does a lot of thinking and reading on the toilet. So in the mornings when he's thinking and reading on the toilet, he's responding to you guys. But you know, let us know in the comments below too. You know, what are your thoughts about the metals pricing? Are you looking to get in now? Are you going to wait and hold off and see what happens?
And where do you see Trump taking metals? That's what I wanted to know.
Yeah, let us know in the
A lot
comments
of Trump
below.
supporters. You know what? You have a lot of Trump supporters in your.
I would say
subscribers.
99.9% of the stacking community are Republican.
Oh, well.
I would say every once in a while I'll come across like one person who's a Democrat.
Start
It's
asking my customers. I really don't like to talk politics either, but I wonder if
You're gonna-
I never really figured if I never thought about if
I
a
would-
party mattered in you know what they buy. You think that Democrats just don't buy metal at all, or they like,
no, because I'm one and
they
I
buy GLD and SLV, they don't own the physical metal, or they just don't
I
like
think
metals?
you know what? Let's do that as a.
There you go.
As
Another topic.
another-
See, you say I never come up with topics.
He rarely
No.
does. Out of the 67 things, he's probably come up with 7 of them. That's accurate.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. Who buys metals? This is going to be a topic. So yeah, let us know in the comments below. Also, while we've got you, check out this man's website.
Bayshore Bullion Exchange got a new website up and running. Got jewelry up there, diamonds,
my
gold,
gosh,
silver.
look
Got
at
all kinds
that.
of stuff. Yeah.
And
it out.
and it's all real, guys. It's all real stuff.
All real, ready to ship.
And my website's empirepreciousmetals.com. I do weekly or bi-weekly sales depending on my mood every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And we will see you guys next week.